And now we're going to take off with part 2 of our Mustache March Madness bracket. And we have more guests to join us.
Let's pour the
coffee.
Top of the mustache to you, and welcome back to part 2 of Mustache Madness. We are so excited. We are so ready to go. We're glad to have you with us. I'm Isaac.
I'm Ben.
I'm Q.
I'm Bob. I'm Hunter.
We're glad to have all you mustache and coffee lovers with us, and we have a special judge joining with us this time. We have Hunter with us. How you doing, Hunter?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We are so happy to join. So now me and Ben don't have to be tiebreaker. We really like that, but we are happy to have your expertise and input. And how are you doing, Q and Bob? It's great to see you guys.
Doing good. Ready for round 2?
I'm ready for round 2, but I think these guys need to put up their PayPal so they can get some lights.
Bob's going to put you in place. So we got the judges, but I also have to check in with my main man, Ben. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm doing good. Enjoying the weather. It's changing and also having some allergy issues, apparently, but doing okay.
All right. Well, as long as you're ready, you're ready to go for this.
I'm
all right. Yeah. Well, we're going to waste no time, folks. We thank you so much for joining us again. If you have not seen part 1, go back and come right on back because we had such a fun time and we're about to have a lot more fun. So also, if you like our brew, you want to join the crew, be sure to smash that like, smash that subscribe, leave a comment, join in on the fun of these choices because we want to hear your thoughts too. We got the experts, but we also want to hear from you. So be sure to comment below. So here we go. This is it. We are down to 32 mustaches. So before we begin, Ben, how about you do a quick rundown? I know that's a lot of mustaches, but let's just give a quick refresher. Who do we still got left?
All right. So we have Tom Selleck, Sam Elliott, Burt Reynolds, Mark Twain, Kurt Russell, Wilford Brimley, Chuck Norris, Salvador Dali, Raleigh Fingers, Mr. Redlegs, Randy Johnson, Andy Reid, Dale Earnhardt, Lanny McDonald, Hulk Hogan, Eric Von Ruin, Lionel Richie, Yanni, Sonny Bono, George Harrison, John Oates, Little Richard, Stevie Wonder, Freddie Mercury, Mario, Monterey Jack, Captain Crunch, Dr. Robotnik, Ned Flanders, Monopoly Man, the Lorax, and the Pringles Man.
All right. Great job, Ben. That was a lot of names, but there they are, folks. So what's left to do? We pit them against each other. So let's do it. Let's start where we began in the celebrity region. So, Ben, who is our first matchup?
We have number 1, Tom Selleck, versus number 3, Sam Elliott.
All right. Open this up to any of you guys. Chime in if you know who you're picking.
Tom Selleck.
Selleck.
Because in this comparison, I think it is Sam Elliott does not bring the Sam Elliott mustache, and Tom Selleck has a iconic, mustache, that beautiful chevron.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree on that one. I'm going Tom Selleck on this one.
Oh.
It sounded pretty unanimous. I'm a big Tom Selleck fan. I love that mustache. And like Bob said, it's so iconic. And the Sam Elliott one is just a little bit lacking.
Okay. Well, we apologize for the picture there. We were just what to say it in general. If you know Sam Elliott has another, but that's it. Yeah.
I might be able to have an eyebrow competition with both of them, though.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay. So down goes Sam Elliott. And Elliot's not upset about that, Bob, because he was named. Okay.
Yep.
So
No hesitation.
Okay. Tom Selleck with a sweep. So down goes Elliot, but who do we got next, Ben?
We have number 5, Burt Reynolds, versus number 10, Mark Twain.
These are getting...
Yeah. These are really
getting
good.
tough.
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys think?
I'm going Mark Twain. Yeah, Mark Twain.
Yeah. Mark Twain.
I think
Oh, these
Twain-
get tough. Mark Twain across the board.
Man, I think Hunter's a big fan of like the natural, just wearing it like that as well. Like I do that all the time as well. And man, Mark Twain just brings it on that one.
Yeah.
Just brings it.
And he has such a big mustache. It's not just
Yeah.
short trimmed hairs. Like that's a lot of mustache going on right there.
Oh yeah.
And I wish I could do eyebrows like that. If I could
I'm gonna
curl
have
those
them.
eyebrows up.
Don't worry, as you get older, it'll come natural.
I also just want to take a minute and appreciate that every time you put the photo up, it blocks Bob.
Perfect.
I
That
didn't
is
put up for a minute, but
That is good positioning.
okay.
I'm gonna reread my contract.
I'll try to keep it to a minimum, Bob. I'm sorry. but
Casting order.
down goes. That was Mark Twain moving on. So Burt Reynolds. I didn't think Burt Reynolds would be taken out so early, but that's March Madness.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a massive mustache. That's the misconception out there with most gentlemen when you talk to them about a mustache. When they have beautiful, chevrons and they got cookie dusters and all that stuff. Like, well, it's not as big as yours. It doesn't have to be.
So
Bob's,
there we go.
no one is as big as yours. we can't be blessed like that.
If we're talking mustaches, all right, let's settle down.
It's in my
Yeah,
room
yeah.
to go to my grandkids.
So with that, moving on, Ben. Who do we got next?
We have number 8 seed Kurt Russell versus number 11 seed, the diabetes man himself, Wilford Brimley.
Diabetes. All right, let's see this here. Tombstone mustache.
And diabetes. There he is.
Versus getting some good quality discounted diabetes medicine. You know what I'm saying?
I went to my doctor and he said, Wilford, I'm going to give you diabetes.
Yeah.
I'm going Kurt Russell on this one. Going Kurt.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I figured that was your choice.
Let's see what the new guy has to say over here.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Both of those are really good mustaches. I'm not sure the backstory on the diabetes guy, but that is a good looking mustache. I will give him that. But I will have to stick with my boy Kurt Russell.
Oh,
Same here, Kurt Russell in this pair.
Okay, so another clean sweep there, but down goes diabetes. So Kurt Russell is moving on. All right, this is great, guys. I'm loving it. I love that I can just kick back and watch you guys debate too. So Ben, I'm anxiously waiting. Who is next?
We have number 4 seed Chuck Norris versus number 2 Salvador Dali.
Ooh. Choose wisely, my friends.
Salvatore Dali.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the same. When you think mustaches, he's got his own style named after him.
Yeah, Kurt Russell doesn't have to do anything. Like I said before, I mean, all of his hair stays that way out of sheer terror. But Salvador Dali had to work really hard at that one. I'm going Salvador on that one.
Okay, so there's the winner, the king,
Iconic.
as he's called. So
Clean
Chuck, I hope you don't get too upset there. We'll give you a little bit of an honor show right there, real quick. And down goes Chuck Norris, surprisingly, somehow, some way. I don't know how. It just happened. Okay, I believe was that the end of the celebrity region, Ben. So how you guys feeling? How you doing so far with the results?
Great. Oh wait, that's a different case.
Yeah, right. You might get in trouble for that one. Trademark.
False advertising. Bob decided to bring out the Captain Crunch there.
Can we edit that out?
I think it's
too.
Okay. So that was the celebrity. We're moving into our sports region. So Ben, what's the first matchup?
We got number 1 Raleigh Fingers versus number 14 seed Mr. Redlegs from the Cincinnati Reds.
That one. And there we go.
Oof.
Raleigh.
1 for Raleigh. Okay.
The other one's not real.
That's a tough one. They still got a
True.
good mustache.
Yeah.
I mean, Bob's got a fake one, but we don't ever put
Yeah.
that on him.
Wow.
That's some dang good glue right there.
I'm just glad we're not in a driving distance of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we are. I can be to your place in like 3 hours, man.
Y'all two
Yeah,
are.
that's a whole 3 hours. I got plenty of time. I'm so hard to pin down.
Got
I'll just wait at your
hours of
insurance
Texas
office.
in between.
I'm done there. We're done. That's over.
So who did you pick, Hunter?
I'm gonna have to go with Raleigh Fingers. I think the other dude's just a copycat of Raleigh Fingers. I'm no baseball person, so I don't know who came out first. But Raleigh
Shoot, I'd
Fingers
actually-
is very memorable to me. When I first started growing my mustache, that's what everyone called me, and I'm like, I'm not a baseball guy. I don't know.
What, baby? I'm going with the baseball guy, the mascot. The just
Okay.
full
So you
mustache.
would have picked Mr. Redleg, but you sticking with Raleigh there, Q?
Raleigh.
Okay, so down go Mr. Redleg, but you had a supporter in Bob at least, so it's all good. All right, Ben. Next matchup.
Number 12 seed, Randy Johnson versus number 10, Andy Reid.
Okay, I'm really slow, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. There's Randy. And then there's Andy. It's Randy and Andy. most angry picture I could find, so.
And I appreciate you found the ice in his
Yes.
mustache as well. As
Agreed.
someone that has suffered from actual icicles hanging down, I feel
was
his
snot.
pain.
That was snot.
It was not.
You had snot. Just say it
No,
like
no.
it is, man. Yes.
It was hanging down right here.
Oh, it trailed down your mustache, the snot.
It was quite.
Those are all-
something. I had
those are all
a couple of snot ones down here, tickling my chin.
Okay, so what are you guys feeling? What are you going? Going with Randy or you going with Andy?
I'm going Andy.
Yeah, I think I'm
I
gonna have to
like
go
the
Andy.
walrus.
I'm going Andy as well.
I think it stands out a little better.
Yep.
Okay, clean sweep for the Walrus.
See, I'm not a fan. I understand why guys do it, but I'm not a fan of trimming the mustache over the middle. Like, just let it go and then push it out of the way.
That's what it was. That's what cost Randy there, unfortunately. That's all that it was. Okay, then next matchup.
Number 8 seed, Dale Earnhardt versus number 6 seed, Lanny McDonald.
Well, this is gonna be a good one for you guys. I can't wait. All right, there's Dale, and there's Lanny.
I gotta go with my ginger boy. Look at that mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first shaved
Let-
the
let-
beard, mine looked a lot like that, and I was like, this is the meanest stash I've ever seen. That's amazing. Yeah.
I'll put it up there one more time. That's
Yeah.
I've never seen this guy
Oh.
in my life, and I love that mustache.
Yeah,
hope he doesn't-
that is a great mustache.
I hope he
See how
doesn't
it's not
get
trimmed
close.
over the middle?
Bob is in love over there. He's got the mustache, all the check boxes for Bob. So yeah, he took down Dale. Surprisingly, Dale thinking he might have gone far, but nope. Lanny is moving on. All right, next matchup.
Number 4 seed, Hulk Hogan versus number 15, Eric Von Ruin.
Interesting. Wrestling versus golf. Let's see. Where did he go? Oh, that's not good.
You found
pretty
the
sure
one you
He
deleted.
forfeited?
There we go. Sorry, guys. I'm so old. I'm sorry. Okay. There he is. Hulk versus
A golfer.
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 think,
I mean, Hulk Hogan's got that great horseshoe mustache, but that's what you would call a partial beard. And the other one is an actual mustache.
Yeah,
I like
golfer on that one too.
Wow.
I know competition-wise, Hulk is not a mustache, but if I'm solely going off of those two photos and what most people say is a mustache, I'm gonna go with Hulk Hogan. I think his just looks a little more cleaned up. I don't know the golfer, but it looks like he could brush that out a little bit. Just looks a little too unkept.
It's windy on the golf course.
My mustache looks just fine when it's windy. And that looks
I'm-
tangled up in knot.
Maybe he put his golf tees in it.
That
See
could
how-
be.
So, well, it looks when I hit you in the face with some cold air.
But I think Q went with Eric Van Ruin. Is that correct?
Yep.
So that's the
Golfer.
tie. Q ended up being the tiebreaker on that. So down goes Hulk. Hulk got he got pinned for 3. He's out. So moving on. All right. I'm anxious to see what's the next matchup.
Lay it on me, brother.
All right, in the music category, we have, yeah,
Sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. So that was the sports region. So go ahead and give a quick recap if you don't mind, Ben.
we have number 1 seed Raleigh Fingers, number 10 seed Andy Reid, number 6 Laney McDonald, and number 15 Eric Von Ruin.
Okay.
You
Now.
Hulk Hogan.
Everybody's still with me, right? You guys doing good? All right.
Yeah.
Little sparkle there.
There we go.
That-
That was good.
That was amazing. I have to say, that was amazing. Very
Here's
nice.
mine. Oh. I don't know how to do that.
But
Bob's
that's
just
a
a
great.
try hard. It's okay, Q.
Wait, did I do that?
Yeah. I think you did. I don't know. I didn't do it.
I don't know.
I think it's his natural charisma. It just comes out.
I can't think
the
of a
screen
better
does
way.
it on its own.
Yeah. As soon as it turns me into a potato, I'm done. I've seen that video.
That's a great way to segue. Then now we will go into our music region. So Ben, kick it off with our first matchup.
We have number 1 Lionel Richie versus number 14 Yanni.
Okay, there.
Good mustache.
Pretty sure Yanni's
Very
bringing a strong
visible.
one on this one, if I
Sing it,
remember
Lionel.
correctly.
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
That's a Ned
Yeah.
Flanders mustache right there. I really hold it, neighbor. I got to go with Yanni. I mean, that
would
was
too.
complete all the way through like that. Gorgeous.
And I think I heard another one. Was that you, Hunter?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bob on this one. With whoever that other person is,
Yanni.
Yanni.
Yeah, I'm going Yanni as well.
There it is. Yanni.
And the hair adds.
It kind of goes, yeah. I'll put it up
Yeah.
there real quick. It does kind of. Everything comes together for Yanni. He took down Lionel, who was our number 1 for the music region last year. So we got ourselves an upset. Yanni goes. Okay, Ben. I don't know. That was a tough matchup, but what do we got next?
We have number 12 seed Sonny Bono versus number 10 seed George Harrison.
Okay, Sonny versus George.
That's a
You
good
think-
chevron. Can I see Sonny again?
Yeah. Get it back up. There we go.
It's like for the shadowing, it's like, is it into his cheeks? But I'm going to go with Sonny.
1 for Sonny. Okay.
I'll go with George. I
Oh,
like that.
type.
I think I actually am going to go to George as well. I think he's got a pretty solid chevron going there.
Yeah, he does. It's
Yeah.
a good chevron.
I mean, and it's like full all the way to the corners there, all the way he brings it. Like that's
Good He's got good separation in the middle, too.
That's right.
It's great. Well, George has got his mind set on you, but not Sonny Bono. He's going down. All right. That was a good matchup. I like that one. Let's see what's next, though. What do we got, Ben?
Number 8 seed John Oates versus number 11 seed Little Richard.
There's John Oates. He's got the Q stare.
Got the smolder.
See, that is a great pencil mustache.
Hmm. So what do you think?
Me, I'm going to go with John Oates. The Little Richard one is a beautiful pencil mustache, but from that angle, it looked like one side was longer.
I can see that.
That's
It
a
looks
judge
like
right
his
there.
right side is a little bit longer, goes just past the corner of his mouth when you're looking at symmetry.
Mm-hmm. I'll throw him back up there again, too, so we get another look. All right, guys. We got 1 for John Oates.
2 for John Oates.
Oh.
It doesn't even matter. You don't even have to ask Hunter. You don't even have to ask him. He don't matter right now.
I'm
I-
curious,
I'm-
though, Hunter. What do you think?
I think a pencil mustache has its place, and for a lot of people, it can get pulled off. But like Bob said, there are just a little thing here and there that I just don't like about it. So we will go with John Oates on that.
Should we suggest introducing the pencil stash? Like, we don't have
You,
a category.
you two can. You two can. I ain't doing it.
I think if we, in competition, expanded on the natural stash and did more like chevron pencils, I think we could get a lot bigger turnout. I was thinking about that on my drive in.
That was
You
a
start.
matchup.
You two start right at World.
Yes.
That's another
Do it.
podcast.
We'll just restart.
I'm not as attached to mine as you are, Bob, so it's just like gone.
It's attached to me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't dress up like Captain Crunch or the Lorax or anything.
Well, I guess, guys, stay tuned. Maybe that will be the next podcast. But for now, John Oates is going to be moving on. So let's get to our next matchup. Who do we got, Ben?
And the last in our music category, we have number 13, Stevie Wonder, versus number 2, Freddie Mercury.
Ooh.
Steve Wonder.
There's Stevie Wonder, and there's Mercury.
Both
Okay.
are legends. Both have had the facial hair for a very long time. But I like how Freddie Mercury's pops out at you. So I'm going to go with Freddie Mercury.
Okay.
Miss Miller, no.
I'll get another quick glance if you guys need another idea to compare. I don't want to block Bob out too long.
I just really dislike how Freddy's isn't separated. It's just like over his mouth in certain spots.
Your mustache is over your mouth.
Yeah, but it's got at least a little bit of stuff to it.
Like he could
I keep
trim it a
going to
little
grab
bit.
my right one, and it's my left. But then the mustache there, we got a little asymmetry on it, similar to that pencil mustache.
Yeah.
It might be the way he's bringing his mouth up.
Yeah, Bob. No one, but we can't see you. You're opinion.
I think Q
I'm
knows
just
who.
gonna go audio.
I'm going Freddie.
Yeah,
You're going?
I think I'll go Freddy as well.
Ooh, so Stevie Wonder, he put up a good fight. So I'm glad he got to one round, but he won't make it this time. All right, so that was our music region. Ben, give us a quick recap if you could be so kind.
Yeah, going on, we have number 14, Yanni, number 10, George Harrison, number 8, John Oates, and number 2, Freddie Mercury.
Okay, guys, how are we feeling?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Like I'm
turning out
center
really well.
stage. That's how good I feel.
Oh, this is the region I'm looking really forward to. I'm not going to lie. So we are now in our fictional character region. So Ben, if you would do the honors, what's the first matchup?
It's number 1, It's a Me, a Mario. Number 14, Monterey Jack.
Oh, you ain't blocking me out this time. Ha!
Temporary. I can go back. There's Monterey Jack. There's Mario. The M&Ms.
It's me, Fabio.
Oh, what do you guys think? That's a tough one, right?
I want to be the tiebreaker because I know where you guys are going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I am. See, but Mario, I mean, Mario's is styled, you know? Like, the other one's a little wild.
That's when he's smelling the, well, I guess that is the normal. It curls up when he smells the cheese normally. That's right before it starts curling up. So I guess that is his, yeah.
I like that one better. I like Monterey. That's right? Monterey, right?
Monterey Jack, that's where
You
you're going?
can't tell the difference between a mouse and Mario?
Yeah, well, you know, I wanted to name him.
Hey, we got one for Jack. Let's go to Hunter because Bob said he wanted to be a tiebreaker.
Bob wants to be the tiebreaker. I think both of them have really good mustaches. I think Mario just has a little bit more of an iconic mustache. So I'll throw it out at Mario, and then we can let Bob do his thing.
Okay. What's it going to be, Bob?
Oh, no, I love Mario, but yeah, Monterey Jack. I mean that.
There it is.
Look at
Mario
that.
with the Monterey Jack with the upset.
Yeah, down goes Mario, and Mario was the number one in this region last year. So we have 2 number ones taken out already. Wow, this is Mustache madness felt, everybody. This is great. Okay, moving on. Next matchup.
Number 5 seed, it's food, Captain Crunch versus number 7 seed, Dr. Robotnik.
Oh, I can't wait to see
Get
this one.
Bob out of here. I ain't even got to see Dr. Robotnik. Come on now. It's going to Eggman.
One for Eggman. Okay. You guys
I already
think-
know. Do we already know who Bob chose?
I'm sorry, Captain Crunch. I'm gonna go with Eggman.
Oh,
Yeah, his mustache comes out a little bit further.
it does. And you can
Wow.
you can go with even Jim Carrey Robotnik. His was pretty
Well,
awesome.
in the second movie, I like that one a little better.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
offered me the role, and they actually redacted their offer because my mustache was too good.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Well, all I know
I'll
is
dig up my
all I
whole
heard-
email conversation.
I was
Yeah.
all I
That'd be good.
was all the year was Jim Carrey and my mustache, but whatever. I was like, yeah, I know, I could have done it as well, and that's back when I had that same haircut too, so it was funny.
You
Yeah,
had a
Jim
bald
Carrey's
head?
Great. No, back in the first one, remember I had that high and tight.
Oh, yeah.
Smaller. I could pull off that one. Y'all's are comical, a little too big, but if I could grow one that big, I would. But that's all right.
That
I
is
work with
true.
what I've been told I work with what I've got in several ways.
I can see you doing the first Sonic Jim
Yeah.
Carrey mustache.
Yeah,
I
and then-
definitely can see that.
And then it goes over to Hunter. Yeah, definitely. They'd have to recast for the second one.
To go.
Yeah.
You guys could play all three. So Q would be the
Yeah.
first one, Hunter would be the second, and Bob could be the third. So
Bob could be
Well, what are
his
you
dad.
talking about?
Second,
Yeah.
or the third
Hey,
one, whatever that is.
Robotnik, he's all fat, full of food, looking all bad. That's insulting, man.
I
Yeah.
thought his stash got really good in the third one, though. He had it like
Yeah.
the picture right here. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You could,
I didn't understand the first Sonic, but then when I realized what they were doing, I was like, dude, that's cool. Yeah, I get it.
I've not watched any of them.
They're fun. They're fun movies. I would check 'em out.
they're good movies.
That could be your next podcast. You guys watch it together and analyze Jim Carrey's progression of his mustache. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is going to Robotnik this time. Down goes the captain with the ship. So we got our next matchup. Who do we got, Ben?
Number 8 seed, Heidi Ho Neighbors, Ned Flanders, and number 6, Monopoly Man.
All right. Iconic cookie duster.
And there's a Monopoly.
Ooh, iconic handlebar.
Mm-hmm. That's a tough one, I gotta admit. What are you guys thinking?
I'm gonna go with the Monopoly Man. When I think mustache and where my mind wanders, it's definitely on the Monopoly Man.
Just gonna throw it up there one more time because this when it gets tough, sometimes you gotta look at it again. I understand. So, but one for I think he's Mr. Moneybags is his last name, but the Monopoly Man. So we got one for him. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree. Monopoly guy on that one.
Yeah, Monopoly guy.
All three? Okay, so down goes Flanders. So Oakley Dokley. That'll be all for him. Okay, I believe it. Is this the last matchup in the region then?
Yes.
Okay.
We have number 4 seed, the Lorax, versus number 2 seed, Pringles Man.
Hmm.
Oh, man. Yeah, to throw in that gorgeous hair in there, too. Lawrence looked like he just woke up. Ain't had no coffee yet.
It is a little. It's the original Dr. Seuss one, so you got to go with the original. There's another glance. All right. What are you guys thinking? What you feeling?
This one's a tough one. It's a close call for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with Lawrence because his mustache is colored like mine. You know.
One for the Lorax.
I think
One.
if we went with the Lorax from the newer animated one, I would say him. But for this lineup, I will go with the Pringles Man.
Okay, Q, you get to be tiebreaker again. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm I got to go with Pringles. Can't fit my hand in the thing, but I love the chips and I love the stash.
Okay,
His hands off screen. It's still stuck in the Pringles can.
Yeah.
Just let go of the chips, man. You can slide your hand right out like a raccoon.
That was a tough one, guys. Good
That one was
Good job, though. Wow. Thorax gets taken down. So there is our next round. How is everybody feeling about those results so far?
It's a pretty good lineup we got going.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
other than
just-
when they disagreed with me, but you know.
We've had a few upsets. Yeah, we've had some tiebreakers, but it's been nothing but entertaining. I can tell you from my vantage point, I'm sure with Ben, he can agree. It's been an absolute blast. So we're going to move into, this is now the Sweet 16. So let's go right back around to the celebrity. Ben, who do we got first?
We got number 1 seed, Tom Selleck, versus number 10 seed, Mark Twain.
Oh, you guys have fun with this one. That's all I got to say. I'll go back to Tom Selleck one more time. Get yourselves a good look, and then back to Twain. All right.
I think I'm gonna have to pull a bit of Bob's judging here. Mark Twain has some trimmed hairs above his lip, and I think in this lineup that's gonna be the deal breaker. So I'm gonna say Tom Selleck
Ooh. By a hair.
by literal hair.
I did not see that coming.
Hey. One for
And
Tom.
I'm a big fan of Mark Twain's mustache, so that's not an easy call.
It's a tough matchup. Might be the toughest so far, arguably.
I'm sticking with Mark Twain. When you look at it, yeah, you know, it looks like his mustache is a little shorter over the middle, but that crazy hair comes at me, right? So I'm down with Mark Twain. We got similar eyebrows. I have to trim mine all the time.
I'll put Tom up there one more time because Q, you got to think about this one. This is not an easy, I know, but
No pressure, Q.
Yeah, I know.
But if you don't pick the right one, we're not friends anymore.
Yeah, I know. Well, dang. I mean, I hate to go against Bob again on this one, but I gotta go. Selleck. Tom Selleck on that one.
It's a good mustache.
Yeah,
wow, that was.
that one.
What do you want to call
I'll
it? A
lose
buzzer
sleep over
beater,
that.
guys? That was like like whatever you want to call it, closest of close, overtime, but it came down to the last shot. So Tom Selleck edges out Mark Twain just barely by a hair. So there it is. Okay. I like to say that was the hard one, but I don't know if it's going to get any easier. So who do we got next?
I think they're only getting harder.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have number 8 seed, Kurt Russell, versus number 2 seed, Salvador Dali.
Oh.
Ooh.
Again, you guys have fun with this. What are you guys thinking?
What I'm gonna add in is I've seen that picture of Kurt Russell, and if it was a little bit lighter, you would see it's trimmed across the middle and longer on the ends, right? And I've tried to do a dolly. A dolly is very difficult, and that's why it's a little bit shorter. Because the more hair you get in there, the harder it is to kind of twist it together and to get it to go in that direction. So I know my vote is for Salvatore Dali.
Okay. Just one for Dolly.
I think I'm gonna lean Dolly on this one as well.
Okay.
I really do.
Q, there is
I don't know. Kurt Russell is one of my favorites when it comes to facial hair, and I do think that he grows a better mustache than what we see pictured there. I mean, he's grown some nasty facial over the years, but yeah, Dolly put probably 5-10 years into that mustache right there.
Yeah, I think if we would pull like Kurt Russell from what is that, The Hateful Eight, where that's just a really thick, full mustache. And like Bob was saying, that one's definitely been trimmed. And it could be similar to like Hulk Hogan situation where it's coming below the corner of the mouth. So I will also go Salvador on this one.
Okay. It was a tough matchup, but
That
see
was a
his-
close one.
Dude, his
yeah,
mustache,
that was tough.
his mustache and bone tomahawk is pretty freaking sweet too.
Yeah.
That
There's a lot of people when they think of the big mustaches, they think of that era, right?
Yeah.
And Salvador Dali gets overlooked unless you do like an English or point up. Then you see people comment, Dali, Dali, Dali.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
get comments, Bob. What are you talking about? Anyone with a mustache, they're just like, oh, you look like this guy. And you're like, I look nothing like that mustache. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I see that too.
All right. Well, the king moves on. That was, again, I'm loving every minute of this. I'm just glad I don't have to make these decisions. So, okay. What do we got next?
We got in the sports region, number 1, Raleigh Fingers versus number 10, Andy Reid.
Okay, we're in the sports region. We're just going to move right along. So, Raleigh versus Andy. What are you guys thinking?
I'm a sucker for a styled handlebar. I'm going to have to go with Raleigh on this one.
Yeah, same here, Raleigh. Because if I understand it right, he started growing that, he started styling it, and I think a new policy came down and they basically said, yo, it's got to go. And he said, no, it doesn't. See ya. He was really committed to that mustache.
Yeah. I don't have to be a tiebreaker, but I think I was going to go Raleigh on that one as well.
Hey.
I mean, a little late, but, it's all right.
He was there if needed, but
I had 2 national champions to decide, so it was cool.
You're not believing who's count.
Okay.
so Raleigh moves on.
I think you guys are going to pass me, but yeah. I don't want to count right now, but I'm about to have to change hands.
Oh, we're going to have a bracket of just you guys. This is great. I love it. Okay.
No, don't put me on pictures against these guys. I'll choose the picture that you use for me. Okay, I will choose the picture.
No, we should choose each other's photo.
I'm going to dig up a screenshot of you dressed in that Lorax outfit when you're walking the dog in like 30-degree weather.
I'm the ball guy right now.
That's awesome.
I think we need to put out a poll. So you can comment below, but keep an eye out. Maybe we'll put a poll out. Should we do a special mustache bracket of competitors? And like you guys said, you don't pick the pictures, your competitors do. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
I like it. So
Yeah.
we'll keep that on the back burner. Keep that in mind. But comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So what's the next matchup we got then?
We have number 6 seed, Laney McDonald, versus number 15 seed, Eric Von Ruin.
Oh man.
Oh.
Here's Lanny. And Eric Van Ruin, the golfer. Hockey versus golf. What do you guys think?
Hockey.
Yeah.
That mustache looks like it could fight on its own. Right? And hockey, you got to be able to fight. That mustache jump off his face and beat up the entire team and then get back on his face. That's what it looks like to me.
I know. He throws off his gloves and helmet. I'm looking at him. Never mind. Dude, I'm just going to go here.
Referee's like 2 minutes for the mustache. Penalty box.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going hockey as well on that one.
Yeah, that mustache has got a hat trick somewhere.
Yeah.
It is. Clean sweep, hat trick. So down goes the golfer, Eric Van Ruin. He put up a good fight. Another one that made it farther. I'll be honest. I mean, he has a good mustache. He went pretty far. So moving on. What do we got next?
Now, in our music category, we have number 14, Yanni, versus number 10, George Harrison.
All right, Yanni.
Oh, Yanni and George. I'm interested to see. What do you guys think?
Show Yanni again. I want to look at his middle.
Okay. Getting very specific.
That guy does-
Very dark, very thick.
That guy doesn't have a middle.
No, it's like just one.
They took a Sharpie and went, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Smirking about it. He's smirking about, I don't have a middle. He's just
I would be
looking at it.
smirking all the time with that mustache.
There's George. So, very tough. Very, very tough.
His seems more
Somewhere
groomed
around here,
to
man, I
me.
got like a box of like stick-on mustaches, and it looks like Yanni's. I'm just gonna find them.
That's a tough
This
one.
This one is very hard, actually.
The second guy was George.
Yeah.
George Pearson.
George
So there's Yanni.
Yeah, between the two, I'm gonna pick George. I like that little bit of separation because it draws your attention to almost like the symmetry of his mustache, because they're almost about the same exact length and density and width.
Okay. So we got one for George.
Hey, Hunter, this is like $15, man.
Look, I don't film content in my room. It's fine. It's fine.
I swear.
The bathroom's so much better well lit, but my computer has my mic, and I figured that was more important on a podcast than how my video looked.
I mean, look, man, you get your pair of AirPods, and look, I got my own AirPod.
But do you have a fancy mic?
I don't. I am jealous of
Exactly.
that.
I think Q had a answer. What do you think, Q?
Mics and lights aside, I'm going George Harrison.
So George has it, but what were you gonna vote for, Hunter?
Looking between the two, I would have to agree with Bob. I like the separation. It brings a little bit more of that symmetry in, so we'll go with George as well.
Okay, Yanni got taken down, but that was a tough one. Again, it's just gonna keep getting harder and harder. So I believe this is gonna be the last matchup we have in the music region, right, Ben?
That's correct. We have number 8 seed, John Oates, versus number 2 seed, Freddie Mercury. That's Smolder.
The Smolder is on against Mercury.
We're going
Yeah.
Q Smolder on that one. I taught him that years ago.
John
Maybe.
Oates.
I did.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Flix as well. When you put the two together, Hunter made a good point about Freddie Mercury's mustache, where it wasn't evenly over his lip. It was some parts over his lip.
So we got Oates. What were you gonna go with there, Hunter?
Oates. Like last round, I think we could just clean up Freddie a little bit. And John, he's already got it down, trimmed up very well. And
That one is clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost too clean.
Mysteriously clean.
Yeah.
But he's moving on, so we get to move into fictional region again. Who do we got?
We got number 14, Monterey Jack, versus number 7, Dr. Robotnik.
Ooh, tough. But what do you guys think?
I think I'm going to go with Monterey Jack. I like the more handlebar shape he has. I've never been a huge fan of like the blown out look of Dr. Robotnik, but I do like the clean handlebar we got going on there.
Right. So one for Jack.
Yeah. Monterey Jack as well. I'd rock that stash walking out the door right now.
Wow. So Jack's got it, but who would have been your vote, Bob? It came down.
Monterey Jack. The king says Monterey Jack.
That
Okay.
that looks more like a princess.
Princess, man.
Looking a little
Wow.
tiara.
I got that at a beard competition.
Yeah, for the
Okay.
Whiskerina division.
Maybe.
All right. So who do we got next there, Ben?
Next is number 6 seed, Monopoly Man, versus number 2 seed, Pringles Man.
So
This is kind of a, you saw this matchup coming if it could line up, and here we are. So two classics. Oh, it's a tough one.
The two mustaches are similar in style, but the Pringles brings a much thicker mustache out to the little points, and that's my choice right there. Is the Pringles. Then I hope they notice me one day.
Well, as long as you say the right tagline.
Yeah.
Yeah, not they're great. Just remember.
Hashtags. That's what it's all about right there. Hashtags.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we got
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Monopoly Man. I know Pringles brings that nice thick stash, but there's just something very clean about Mr. Moneybags or whatever his name is. And it's just a nice, simple, handlebar-esque type mustache.
Oh, man. So it's Q again. Q has been our tiebreaker today. It comes down to you again.
No pressure. No pressure.
Yeah, this one is really, really close for me. I will say there's separation there. That, to me, though, yeah, I'm going Monopoly on that one.
Okay. Monopoly.
Bob, you gotta start making the right choices, man.
Well, once you pop, you can stop if you meet the Monopoly Man, apparently. So there is all of our regions on the Sweet 16. They've all gone through. We're moving into the Elite 8. How's everybody feeling?
These are gonna start getting real tough.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Not that they weren't tough before.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just... Have fun, guys, because this first matchup...
Brace yourself.
Yeah.
My bracket's been busted, so...
Ben, you get to do the honors. What is our first matchup in the celebrity?
We have number 1, Tom Selleck, versus number 2 seed, Salvador Dali.
Why? Why you gotta do that right out of the opening game?
Boom.
Elite 8, and they matched up last year. So they reunited to this
And
moment.
it feels so good.
Everybody.
That's all I know.
Same here.
I'm gonna go last.
Oh, Bob calls dibs on last. So what are you guys feeling? Q and Hunter. That's a tough one. That's really tough.
I think I'm going to go Selleck.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, I'm very torn here. Right, Salvador Dali, it's so iconic that it is its own style, right? We got Tom Selleck with just a nice chevron. I've always loved that mustache. When I think mustache, Tom Selleck's the one that really pops up. And I think style-wise, Dali's got a little bit of kind of a curve going on in the wrong direction on both mustaches.
Ooh.
So coming down to some technical applications, I will also go Tom Selleck.
Oh, I think I know who Bob was gonna pick.
But no, I agree. The dolly goes up and then it kind of curves out, which appears to be the wrong way. But it's his mustache named after him. He can have one up, one down, one in, one out. But yeah, the Tom Selleck mustache, very beautiful mustache. It is very well known. When you're thinking of like a chevron type mustache, a lot of people will say Tom Selleck. So I will also go Tom Selleck.
Okay. Surprising. I was can't go wrong because Tom Selleck, he won last year. He took Dali down. So in the rematch, he did it again. But just by a hair. Definitely that was by a hair. So that's the number 1 reigning champion for the celebrity region. Tom Selleck has defended his title of that region. So Ben, we're going to the sports region. This is yeah. Who do we got?
We got number 1 seed, Raleigh Fingers, versus number 6, Laney McDonald.
Oh no! Oh no! No, you did not! No, you did not!
Well, here, I'll help Bob out. I'll go first. I love Raleigh
go first.
Fingers.
I'll go second. Q will be the tiebreaker.
We're also going to look at some technical applications of mustaches. And I think Raleigh's kind of fallen into something that I do a lot, where those mustaches are a little off. One's kind of tweaked forward. Could also be trimmed above that upper lip. Hard to tell from the photo. But when you go to the hockey guy, that's just a mustache right there. Exactly, it is the mustache. So I am gonna go my gingered mustache brethren right there.
1 for Laney. So
Two for Lanny.
there it is.
Yeah, slap shot on that one over curveball for sure.
Wow. So that one was a little easier, it sounds like, but still a tough matchup. Raleigh, the number 1 goes down to Lanny. Okay. That was for the sports. Now the music. This is for the music. Who do we got, Ben?
It's not getting any easier because we have number 10, George Harrison, versus number 8, John Oates.
Ooh. There's the
I'm
dare.
gonna go first on this. I call first.
Okay. Who do you got?
Well, Oates he's got a good mustache. You're seeing 3/4 of it, right? And it looks like it kind of rides along his lip, right? Kind of flat, right? Or horizontal. And if you look at George's, he's got his kind of goes at a little slant. I think when his mouth is closed, I think it's still going to go kind of at a slant versus mostly horizontal. So I'm going to go with George.
Okay. So George gets a vote. What do you guys think?
I think because of the separation and they're so close, I'm also going to go George.
George as well. What would you picked there, Q?
Man, I think I was gonna go Oates on that one, but I think I can see where they agree. But that one, there's no middle separation there. It is straight across, but it's like a beautiful straight across. Like where you see Donnie's was a little kind of, jagged a little bit across the middle. That one's perfect. But yeah, I think I was gonna go Oates.
Okay. So that one wasn't a across the board, but George is going to be moving on. He got the music region this year. All right, last region. Who do we got, Ben?
We got number 14, Monterey Jack, versus number 6, Monopoly Man.
My goodness. Let Q go first. I don't think we let Q go first very often.
Okay.
So we worked ourselves into a pickle on this one because Monopoly definitely has the perfect stash, but we've seen what Monterey Jack can do as well. Whew. I'm going Monopoly.
Monopoly.
One for
Monopoly's
Monopoly.
got.
You want to go next, Hunter?
No, you go for it, Bob. I'm curious to see what you say.
So, I mean, I got a big mustache. Monterey Jack's got a big mustache. Monopoly Man's mustache is a great mustache because it's thick out to a point. So it's almost like a small Hungarian. And so right now that's where I'm going is Monopoly Man, that Hungarian with the small sweep, and it comes out like tapered to a tip.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I think
what-
Monterey Jack, I love seeing a little bit of the hair separation. It gives it a lot of character. But I'm with Bob on this. The Monopoly Man, that almost Hungarian, that nice smooth taper into an end. I just really love it.
Okay.
He's a small guy, so that's a big stash.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's like my height, 5 foot nothing.
It's taller than 5 foot nothing.
Standing next to all of y'all, I'm so freaking short.
No, Q is tall.
Shoot, Levi's taller than all of us, man.
Yeah, I know. When I went to Casper and I met all of y'all in person, I'm like, dang, I am so short.
I'm not even tall, man. I'm like 6 foot. Right at it.
Oh wow, that
I'm right
was
at
an
6
event.
foot. I'm not even at 5'8",
It's 4 foot 21. Something like that.
Sorry.
That was so awesome, guys. We're loving it. Loving the choices. That has now set our final 4. Are you guys ready?
No. Can they just... I feel like the final 4 you won, right? Give me a trophy.
Right? It's good enough for Pokemon. You got the Elite Four. Come on, this is our Elite Four.
Why don't you run through them real quick, and Ben, make no surprises. Who is our Elite Four? Because we should recognize this is top. Give them the honors here. This is impressive.
We have number 1 seed, Tom Selleck, number 6, Laney McDonald, number 10, George Harrison, and number 6, Monopoly Man.
All right. So you know what that means. We have.
So they're not going up against each other, or is it like 2 and 2?
They will be. I just wanted to give a nice recap.
I'll do it
Bob's
again.
doing all sorts of stuff.
cut the confetti. There's
The rest of the show is just going to be me celebrating.
That's the final four. But yes, we have to pit them against each other. So, Ben, what's the first official matchup of the final four?
So correct me if I'm wrong. So it should be the celebrity versus sports, correct?
That's
So we
correct.
have number 1, Tom Selleck versus number 6, Laney McDonald.
Have fun, guys. That's
Oh, my God.
All right, I'll start us off.
Yes,
We'll come
please.
into a little bit of just overall appearance. So if we pull up Tom Selleck, on his left side, that little bit of separation he has, I'm not seeing that being super symmetrical.
No.
So if you go back to my ginger brother, there's enough hair. I'm never going to remember his name. There's enough hair that like 1 or 2's not going to make or break it. And it's just so, there's just so much there. I'm going to have to go with my hockey guy on this one. And that's a tough call because I love Tom Selleck. I love that stash.
Okay, so we got one against the reigning champion. You won it all
I'm
last
going to
year.
go with Lane.
Wow. What do you
Okay,
thoughts?
Y'all made that easy for me because I was going.
I'm scared of that mustache, man. That mustache looks like you're getting beat me up in an alley.
It is amazing, and that's what it's going to take to defeat the defending champion, Tom Selleck. He won it all last year, but not this year. He has been dethroned, so down goes Tom Selleck.
Well, what were you getting? What did you say, Q?
Which part last? I don't know.
I mean, did you make a pick?
Yeah, Laney. Yeah.
It was all three, surprisingly, but it was close. It was very,
Do it.
very, very close.
It's confetti
Like
in now, man.
Well, the confetti's going there. Ben, why don't you tell the next matchup? Maybe it'll start. while I
All
say
right. We have the winner of our music round, number 10,
Selleck.
George Harrison versus number 6 out of the fictional Monopoly Man.
So there's George and Monopoly Man. Oh, how do you judge that? But gotta find a way. What are you guys thinking?
What? You want to vote?
I'll let one of the other two go first on this one.
I'm going
Okay.
George. I'm gonna go George.
One for George.
I'm going Monopoly Man. I just
Oh.
that was the type of mustache that, longer kind of mini Hungarian that I always aspired or hoped that I would have something like that.
Okay, so Hunter, you wanted to go after? You get to be the tiebreaker now. So
Alrighty.
who's gonna be the winner?
What do you think, favorite?
I mean, we've come down to two really solid mustaches.
Yeah.
And I think Bob might actually be right on this one, and I'm going to have to go with the Monopoly Man. Just a little bit cleaner, and just that little bit of length that's going to edge him out over George.
Oh, well, George's guitar gently wept. He's gonna gently weep himself for not making the finals, unfortunately. But we've arrived, guys. This is the finals. How are we feeling? This is it. Get the
Mine's
confetti
not
ready.
doing it.
It only likes Bob.
Well, I think it's my iPhone. They have certain things built into
Oh.
it.
Well, that
I
would
think if I do
do
this, it might give a thumbs up. There we
Oh
go.
my god,
I love it.
it's hilarious.
Okay.
You?
We have arrived, ladies and gentlemen. This is the finals to decide the best mustache of 2025. So without further ado, Ben, please guide us and do the honors of who is the final matchup.
we have number 6 seed versus number 6 seed. Monopoly Man versus Lenny McDonald.
Oh boy.
Is this like the done?
This is the
Yeah.
finals. This
What
is
the
it.
Did you hear that, Raven?
This is for all the confetti. For all of
I
it.
don't want to go first.
Oh, Bob called dibs on not going first. So
Yeah, not going first.
I think I've got mine.
Okay, Q. What is your final vote of this tournament to decide the winner?
I'm going Laney. Going Laney on this one.
Lanny
Just
has
Bad
one vote.
Lenny. Yeah, that guy. That's just. All he needs is a touch of wax, and it would be the Monopoly guys. Like, beep.
So there's one for Lanny.
You know, I've been.
You want to go? You want to go
sticking-
next, Hunter?
Yeah, and we'll save it for you.
Oh,
I've been sticking with my ginger brethren all the way to the end, but I've also been sticking with the Monopoly Man all the way here. It's a really close call. Like Bob said, the Monopoly Man, when you think, I'm going to grow my mustache and handlebar out, that's what you think of. So I feel like this is coming down a lot more to styled versus a natural mustache. It is not an easy call. And I think I'm going to have to go with the Monopoly Man.
Bob. You have
It's
Q.
on Bob to be the tiebreaker.
You have Q on one side and Hunter on the other. We have Q going with Lanny, and we have Hunter going with the Monopoly Man. So it all comes down to you. Do you need to?
I didn't want them to come down to me. I'm hoping they would agree. Being irrelevant, yeah, that's a lot of pressure. So yeah, like we were saying, the Monopoly Man has that mustache. Like, I want to grow a handlebar, right? And that's kind of the look you go. You go with that. You go with kind of like the bare knuckle boxers, and a lot of them had mustaches like that. But I'm gonna have to say that Lanny embodies what grows when you let it grow, right? It's just bam, it's in your face. Like, say something and my mustache will kick your butt and your dad's butt, right? So I'm gonna go with Lanny.
Lanny is the winner, ladies and gentlemen.
I think
That
it's
is
supposed to be
incredible.
clapping. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, we need the confetti. Where's the confetti? We need it should be coming, but there it is. Wow. Great job.
Yes, that was tough.
A huge thank you to Q. A huge thank you to Bob and Elliot and to Hunter. You guys
That's what it is.
have
2 thumbs up.
yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. That was amazing, guys. I can't just say how much fun that was. Just being able to. I wish I just didn't have my popcorn. That was something I forgot, but that was amazing. So there it is, folks. The 2025 winner, Lanny McDonald. You have done well, sir. Great job on the mustache. You've impressed us all. So before we wrap things up, though, we have a little bit of a curveball for you guys. We have some mystery mustaches for you to judge. We have 2 of them pitted against each other. So this is just a bonus. So here is the first one. And here is the second one. So what do you guys think? Were you going to go with 1 or 2?
Those are historical mustaches?
They're mystery mustaches.
Oh, mystery mustaches. Is one of them Michael Cera? Because that looks like a Michael Cera mustache.
I feel like
I think the
I was
first one,
thinking
that looks like Michael Cera's mustache.
it does.
But do you pick it? So you pick which one you think is the best.
Oh my goodness. And like the second one, you didn't even get it all in the frame. It's so big.
I'm going to
Feel like
go
it
with
was
number 2.
Number 2.
I feel
Number
like number
2 is
2
a
too,
thumbs
but
up.
it looks like there's hair coming in underneath there.
A little bit.
I don't know.
It looks like it's up his nose too, but I mean, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go number 2. Well,
Okay. So number one, I can kind of see that, but that's Ben. That's his mustache.
What? You're secretly
told you.
Michael Sarah?
Did you know the funny thing is,
I told you there was hair underneath.
for years, I would have people stop
bit.
me at a grocery store I worked at and take pictures with me and be like, "You look exactly like Michael Cera."
Yep, I legit thought that's who that mustache was.
That's all.
Just from your mustache, Ben, they
Yeah.
thought it was Michael. So that's how much of a resemblance. I
You're
mean,
famous.
I'm famous.
that's crazy.
That's
You
right.
got the doppelganger, and that is mine. That's mine. I tried to hide it. I've got the beard, so obviously it's going to be
Your mustache comes out of your nose too?
a little bit. A little bit. I
Bob's
do need
over
to
here
trim it.
throwing shade at your mustache.
I got to learn the proper grooming techniques. I'm not going to lie. So, well, this was an absolute blast, guys. But there you have it. Once again, the 2025 winner was Lenny McDonald. But before we wrap up, we are going to still move into our last segment.
Last drop.
Brought to you by Contempa Roast Coffee and Roastery. Visit our store or our site at contemparoast.com today.
So take it away, Ben.
Are you looking for a job and you are also hungry? Many of us want to eat real healthy, but also love junk food. To see how junk food affects people, a government hospital had given a Florida college student chicken nuggets, burgers, salads, and pretty much any fast food they could eat for 28 days. He had to basically live there and was able to eat whatever and play video games while also being paid $5,000 for his troubles. Sounds like a college dream job. That's what I got.
Really?
College, what did I sign up?
Yeah.
Right? Where was that when I was in college?
$60,000 a year, all the free foods you can eat. You don't even got to go through a drive-through or hit that punch thing.
No, they buy it for you. On top of $5,000.
Okay, I got nothing to say to that. Wow. That's a okay.
Yes,
Well,
please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do my graduate school in Florida. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Just get fat and happy.
Right.
I guess we just need to do more research on things
No,
to get another
Robot
income.
vacuum's trying to come in.
Oh no.
You can't be on camera. You can be on camera. Come here.
I thought it was this kid's head, like the refrigerator door.
Get out of here.
Is it like
Famous.
cleaning mustaches? The Roomba had just like
All the
mustaches.
shavings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it picks up all the mustache hairs that, Yeah. No,
We'll have
no.
to get
Come
it one of
out.
those big mustaches that goes on the front of a car.
I've had one on my girlfriend's one, but it fell off and I think it sucked it up.
Oh,
my
no.
God. Yeah, that's good.
Well, on that note, thank you, Ben, for sharing that story with us. I guess again, do your research. Maybe you qualify for such a thing. Sounds very interesting. But before we wrap things up, again, thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey. This really was an exciting bracket with you guys' input, but we also want to highlight each one of you guys. So if one's our listeners, they want to connect with you, maybe we'll start with you, Q. Where can people find you on social or if they want to connect with you?
Yeah, all my tags are Q_Stachio. So yeah, just hit me up, or if you need any advice or, things on mustache talk or whatever, hit me up.
Sounds great. And how about you, Bob and Elliot? Where can people connect with you?
Well, they could search in Mustache Emperor, the Mustache King, the greatest mustache that's ever lived, the best mustache, better than these two guys' mustache, or they could just go and find me under Bob and Elliot and his mustache.
Go check him out and Q. And last but not least, Hunter, where can people find you and connect with you?
I know you saved the best for last. It's okay. So you can generally just search Hunter Kelly on TikTok or Instagram. I am only on those two, and I don't check anything else. But feel free to reach out. I'm on Instagram a lot more. That one is Hunter_Kelly_99. And then TikTok, the actual one is Balmy Inc. BALMYINK. And that was just some randomly generated name from Xbox 360 when I used to play. So I've kept it for 10 years. That's
Wow.
where that is.
That's impressive. I think a lot of those have gone away. Nobody keeps those. So very impressive that you still
Get out
have
of there, robot.
Bob's going to be the first one to die when Skynet comes on.
Yeah, seriously.
It's going to get all caught up in my mustache.
Yeah. So while Bob's fighting off some killer robots in his house, Ben, why don't you make sure we do our due diligence and tell people where they can find us?
Yeah, so we're on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and you can follow both of us on TikTok. I also have a TikTok page. So feel free to contact us if you have any questions or comments at mustachesandcoffee@yahoo.com.
There it is.
Yo.
And that's it. And here is up to our store. Some people like the QR code, but there is, if you want to get some Mustaches and Coffee hats, you got your mugs like Bob has up there. You can get that, and that's a special made mug actually, but we have our white, we have coffee that Ben has there, all kinds of goodies. So check us out. Again, thank you so much for being a listener and following us and all that good stuff. We're happy to share this kind of an episode. This is just, I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you.
This is brutal.
Thank you so much.
I'm able to sleep tonight.
You did it for the
Thomas
greater
Tuff.
good, though. We appreciate your sacrifices and your schedules. You guys are having a lot of competitions. I'll make that another highlight. Bob had mentioned it. We were in conversation about Worlds coming up in July. So if that's something that interests
Pittsburgh.
you guys, so maybe a little bit more info on that, guys, on the Worlds coming up.
Oh,
I was like, Bob would be the one to talk about it.
So the World Beard and Mustache Championship, like happens about every 2 years, rotates its position or rotates its location throughout the world. 2 years ago, it was in Burghausen, Germany, and this year it's going to be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I think in Heinz something, but it's like the 3rd to the 6th of July. No pre-requirement. You just go on. If you have facial hair, find your category, sign up. You show up, you get prejudged. If you have a mustache, they have guidelines like no hair, beyond the corner of your mouth, a certain distance. You can't have any other facial hair. And the beards go off on legs. The ladies and kids, you can make your own beards and compete, make your own mustaches. It's great for everyone to come out and check it out.
There you go. I just didn't mean to put you on the spot, but that's a big event because, like you said, it rotates. So it's actually in the nation this year. So something if you're interested in, we encourage you to go check it out. But again, we can't thank you guys enough. Thank you so much for your schedules with all the competitions and all that you have going on in your lives. We cannot thank you enough. So thank you again. And we just stress, go check these guys out. They're really awesome. So we will be keeping
talent right here.
So that does it, folks. That wraps up our Mustache Madness for 2025.
Woo!
Before we wrap up,
what these guys bring?
Before we wrap up, though, as we always say, don't bash the stash.
I need espresso for the depresso.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.